The holiday is almost here, so you know what that means. Here come my Easter videos. Up first, jelly beans. Hello goblins and goblinettes, welcome back to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind, maybe something you didn't even know existed, and I will decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. Alright, we are looking at a Dunkin product today, but it is not a donut, it is not coffee, it is actually jelly beans, coffee flavored jelly beans. Now, I do not think these are brand new. I think they actually put these out last year around Easter. I did not get a chance to try these then, so I finally found them in my area now. They are iced coffee flavored jelly beans, and you can see all the different flavors that they have right there in this bag. We've got toasted coconut, butter pecan, French vanilla, caramel latte, and hazelnut. So I'm going to separate all of those out, try each one of those flavors. These are 110 calories for 20 pieces, so we should have no problem trying all of those flavors without adding too many calories. I do have Monster Mug loaded with some fresh cold water right there as kind of a palate cleanser in between each flavor. So let me go ahead and open this bag, separate out some of these jelly beans, and then we'll get started. Okay, so before we actually get to the taste test, I thought I'd give you a closer look at some of these jelly beans here. So they all have those sort of characteristic coffee colors to them. They're darker browns. We've got the outlier here in the bright orange, but they are kind of more of your coffee colored jelly beans here, so they're not as brightly colored as some of those other jelly beans that you will see out there on the market, more like the traditional jelly beans. So we've got 5 different flavors here. I've separated them out. We're going to go ahead and start with the French vanilla. That is this one right here. It is a white jelly bean. It's got a few speckles on it. Some of them, there goes one on the floor right there. So some of them are a little bit more speckled than others. But this is the French vanilla Dunkin' Donuts flavored jelly bean. We're going to try that one first. Wow. So I guess I should have said that when I opened up that bag, there was a very strong coffee aroma that came out of that bag. Coffee's not one of those flavors that's all that difficult to replicate, so I would assume we're going to have some pretty good success with these. French vanilla on this first one. There's a good strong vanilla, or a good strong coffee flavor to it rather. The vanilla is kind of subtle. It's almost an underlying sort of creaminess to this. Nowhere on this bag does it say that these are Jelly beans, but if you've had Jelly Bellies before, you know how accurately Jelly Belly are able to duplicate a lot of those flavors that they put out. I feel like these are definitely in line with those Jelly Belly jelly beans. The French vanilla, it's got a good flavor, and I would say it pretty accurately replicates French vanilla coffee. All right, we'll cleanse the palate and move on to butter pecan. Okay, so butter pecan are these yellow ones. They've got some little flecks of brown, little flecks of a darker yellow color in them. Butter pecan flavored coffee. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Wow, this one is really good. So the interesting thing about this is that it nails the pecan flavor, but then when they say butter pecan, they are not lying, because you get that very distinctive butter flavor on this. Almost as if you were sort of combining the butter flavor of buttered popcorn with that pecan flavor. I don't know that I would necessarily say this is butter pecan flavored coffee flavor, but this definitely is buttered pecan flavor, and this is very good. All right, we're going to move on now to caramel latte. Okay, so caramel latte are these bright orange ones right here. Not exactly sure why they're orange, I guess for the caramel. These would be the ones I know that Mrs. Goblin would like because she loves caramel flavored things. I'm not sure they did a good job on this one. Caramel is a pretty distinct flavor. It's a pretty easy flavor to pull off. Caramel latte should give you some notes of the milk, the latte part of the coffee. You should get sort of a creaminess, I guess kind of a nuttiness from the caramel. I don't get anything like that in here. I get sweet, but not heavily sweet. This one, I really don't feel like it has much flavor at all. I don't know. I feel like that one was a miss, but we're going to move on to hazelnut. That is one of my favorite flavors. I do love all things hazelnut, not just coffee, but just anything hazelnut. It is one of my favorite flavors overall. It's kind of this pinkish, tannish coloration on the jelly bean. Here we go, hazelnut. Ooh, oh yeah. Oh yeah, they got that one. Hazelnut is sort of a sweet nut. It's got a little bit of an earthiness to it. You get all of that in this jelly bean. It always amazes me at the flavors they can pull off on these jelly beans. Really, it's incredible. And also kind of hazelnut coffee. Let's not forget that these are all supposed to be iced coffee flavors. You kind of get that in this, sort of a smokiness, a little bit something extra just beyond that general hazelnut flavor. This is a good one. And one more to go, and that is toasted coconut. So this is the darkest one. I found that interesting, that the toasted coconut is actually the darkest colored bean, because you would assume that coconut would be a very light color, if not white. But this one should be a pretty easy flavor to pull off. Coconut is a pretty distinctive flavor. Toasted coconut iced coffee. Yeah. You know, that's interesting because, yes, you do get the toasted coconut flavor. Yes, it is reminiscent of toasted coconut coffee, but it's also very subtle. And I also feel like they could have done better with this one. As simple of a flavor as toasted coconut feels like it should be, it almost feels like they could have done a little bit better with this one. Okay, Dunkin jelly beans. They come in a bag that looks just like this. I believe I got this at CVS. I have also seen this in a lot of other stores. They're all around where the Easter displays are located. These are, I believe, only available until Easter. And I'm going to say that this is a 3-star seal of approval. They did a great job on these flavors. Pick those up while you can, and I will catch you next time.